Hello there. Welcome to MicroStrategy Embedding SDK program tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you a filter example for using the date picker. So let's get started. To get this example, you go to the start over and choose the calendar example from the filters group, filter section. So let's click calendar and click continue. So after you click continue, the example will be automatically populated and the example will be running. So if I run this code, you'll see, okay. If you run this code, you'll see right now it's filtered between December 5th and December 6th of 2016. So let's look at the code. There are two buttons here, and also we have a date picker here. So update filter will just call embedding. Let's go to the function behind this. So update filter, this is the function behind this button. So once this button is clicked, it will call .ca, get filter list. This will get a filter list. We also log this filter in the console. You'll see the filter definition. Let's see. If I click this, you should see a log. Let me clear this log. So if I click this, you see this is logged. So you see we have how many filters? We have only one filter actually, right? So we have one filter and the filter name is date and the type is calendar. And it has the object from and to and the maximum date and the minimum date. So this is a range. And this is the current selected value, right? So this is the current filter object. So that's the information we use to populate this UI. So after this update filter, we're going to populate. We're going to get a filter. We'll use this information to update this UI. So this part is just to remove the reset, clear the UI, and this is to create a UI. And also show the filter. This part is to update the list, right? Update the list since we only have one, so this will just be one. And the show filter, this code is to update the UI for this part. Okay. All right. So once you pick a filter, once you pick some value and you click submit, the apply filter function, this function is behind this submit button. So this function will be called and passing the type. The type actually is just a calendar. So type is calendar. And so in this function, we just get all the information and build a JSON and call embedding SDK function to apply the filter. So there are two functions we use depending on the case. So look at this part. If there's either a from or where to value, we're going to use a filter selected range function. We're going to use this function to filter the data range. If we don't have any from and to, we will actually call the filter clear. It will clear the filter. So let's try. If I don't have any, if I clear this or also clear this, and if I submit, right, it will clear the filter, right? There's no filter applied. So that's how this example works. So it will call clear. If you ever want to figure out what object we're sending to embedding SDK, so you can actually write this into console. So let's try to write this into a console. Let's see if I want to write a filter object. I'm going to say console.log with the filter JSON, right? Filter JSON. And so I'm going to run this. Okay. So right now there's no filter. I'm going to select some value. Oops. Okay. All right. So the browser crashed. Let me open this again. I want to open the calendar, continue, and I want to log, right? So I want to add some log in the before we apply the filter and here, right? So I'm going to add console.log filter JSON, okay, and filter JSON, and I'm going to write this into the console log. So let's run this. Okay, so right now this one, I'm going to change this to and, okay, from, I'm going to change the to date to be December 10th. Let's see. I'm going to submit, and you see some information is right into the console. So let's see. So this is the filter object, right? Kind of filter object is this. So this is a filter object we are writing. This is the filter object we're writing to the, we're sending to embedding SDK. So from December 5th to December 10th. So if you ever want to figure out what object we need to create to send to the embedding SDK, so you can use this to figure out the format. All right. So let's see. So if I want to clear this start, we're only, let me submit. So if we want to, if we only have a end, right, to date, not start date. So this is the object we're sending. So the object will only have to, not front, and we're sending this filter object to embedding SDK. If you want to build, if you ever want to build your own a filter and you have a date filter, you can look at this example. If you ever want to build a filter UI yourself and you have some other filter example or filter types, you can go to our examples to see some other filter examples. And we have implemented all the examples for, we have implemented all the possible filter types in the examples. All right. Thank you for watching. See you next time.